Hey nerds and nerdettes, it's Rick here, and I'm sitting here in my nerd cave as I am wont to do, where I do my reviews. Figured I'd turn the camera around today. I just did a review. Excuse me, I didn't know if you had seen it, but I do have a new review up. I'm going to be doing the NECA Toys Ash vs. Evil Dead Hero Ash figure. I've got a couple other reviews coming up this week. I'm going to be doing the SH Figure Arts Ninja Turtles Leonardo figure. I'm going to be doing, I don't know if you can see him back over here, I'm going to be doing the Mafex Batman v Superman Batman. And then I'm going to try and do the rest of the Ash line. So I've got those in the works this week, but today what I wanted to do is turn the camera around and talk about, kind of do something that I really haven't seen before from action figure reviewers with insight into companies, and kind of give you a little, inside sneak peek on what's going on with your favorite action figure companies, and reveal a couple things along the way. Now this might get me in trouble with a couple of people, and I know some of you are sweating right now. Some of my friends who are in the industry are watching this right now. Relax, I won't be going into those kind of specifics, but I'll just be leaking a little bit of here, so don't grit your teeth too much. I don't want you to break them. But okay, so basically this is going to be like a ongoing thing. I'm going to call it like action figure musings or something like that. And basically I'm just going to be talking about what's been going on this past week and what you can look forward to as a fan. So basically, first thing, let's just get it right out of the gate. NECA Toys, since I was just talking about them with the Ash line, they have revealed, Randy has revealed on the Twitter site, Jesus Christ, how old am I? On the Facebook, they have revealed on Twitter, on their Twitter, that they have a surprise coming up in the middle of October. So in the next 2 weeks, he's looking to get a little clearance to reveal something pretty cool to us. Now, if past, history has taught us anything with NECA Toys, it's that right around this time frame, they do their WB/DC tie-ins. So right around this time, 2 years ago, we got the Michael Keaton Batman, and last year we got Joker, Reeves, Superman, and Ledger Joker, Reeves Superman, and Adam West Batman. I had to look up on my shelf to see who was who. So, I mean, we got a lot of choices. They've done a lot of things. We've got Cavill Superman, we've got Affleck Batman, we've got DeVito Penguin, they've got Ward Robin, Bale Batman. We've got a lot of different options coming up here. So, fingers crossed that that's what that is. Trying to find out, get an inside scoop has been a little shaky. So, typically that tells me that, that's what we're probably going to be getting. So, fingers crossed. And speaking on the DC front, Diamond Select has just announced that they're going to be revealing some Watchmen product from the 2009 Zack Snyder movie at New York Comic Con this week. Upcoming week, next week, I believe, is next Saturday is when it starts, next Friday. Now, I tried to do a little digging to find out exactly what it was going to be. Is it going to be mini-mates? Are we going to be getting selects? I specifically asked about selects because that's the scale of figure that I collect in. You could probably pretty much count that they're going to do mini-mates. But I tried to find out about selects, and I was met with pretty much radio silence. Now, if anything has shown me in the past with a lot of these companies, is if you ask something specifically and they don't give you a straight answer, or they told me, okay, like they told me on Twitter, is that, we'll reveal everything at New York Comic Con. That pretty much tells me they're going to do selects. Now, what's it going to be? Is it just going to be like their Sin City line where it's going to be 3 figures and it's done, 3 figures with a couple of bases? I don't know. Fingers crossed that they're going to do it, in my personal preference, they're going to do it like their Ghostbusters line and maybe do, 3 figures and build a maybe like Archie, Night Owl 2's ship. That would be really cool. And I also asked them specifically if they were going to be delving into, they're getting more and more into the DC license. Is this going to lead to other movies, kind of like their Marvel Select line? Are they going to be doing Batman v Superman with a Build-A-Figure Doomsday or something like that? And again, I was met with silence, so who knows? Maybe. Like I said, they're delving more and more into DC, doing Batman animated banks and statues and all that, and now doing Gotham and iZombie and now this, and so I think eventually it will lead to that. And that Also, I keep going into DC. We might as well talk about it. DC Collectibles. Now, this might actually get me in a little bit of trouble. I'm not really supposed to talk about this, but I think it's something that needs to be talked about with the craziness with the licensing. So, I don't know what is going on with Warner Brothers and DC, but they have got their license out to a million different companies, and in that process, they're shooting themselves in the foot. So, Mattel has the domestic U.S. exclusive license for all DC movie products. Now, if you look, Comic Cave, which is a Japanese company, they have just revealed that they're going to be doing 112 DC movie figures. So they've just revealed an entire line of Suicide Squad figures. Harley, Deadshot, a couple of Joker henchmen, Joker. Mezco's got the 112 license for cloth figures. So they've got stuff from Batman v Superman. They revealed a Suicide Squad Harley. I'm sure they're probably going to try and do future movies. You've got Mafex, you've got SH Figuarts, you've got just so many hands in the pockets. And then, of course, like I said, Mattel. Well, DC Collectibles is left out in the dark. Now, DC Collectibles, the company that is owned by DC and Warner Brothers, is left out in the dark with this license, with the DC movie license. Now, they originally wanted to release figures that were going to be in their TV line, you know, that kind of compatibility, $25 range. That would have been affordable for everybody, but Mattel stamped their foot and plugged their ears like the petulant children that they can be, and they said they have that exclusivity right, the exclusive rights, so they should get first dibs, and if you wanted to release products, you're going to have to do it 12 months after the fact. Well, DC Collectibles and Jeff Johns said, absolutely no way, no, we want to be a part of this. This is our license. We are the license holders. We're going to be a part of this. This is a big deal for us. We want to make sure that, we're a part of it. Mattel says, fine, you can do it 12 months after the fact, or 6 months after the fact, and you have to do it at a higher price point, not our price point. DC Collectibles says, that's fine. You're usually in the $15 to $20 range. We're usually in about the $25 to $30 range, so no worries on that. Mattel says, no, higher. Okay, we'll do it at 35. No, higher. 40. That's not going to work for us. So DC Collectibles was forced and handcuffed, shackled with the having to do figures in the $50 range and trying to make it worth your while. So they had to up the articulation. They had to add a bunch of accessories and bases and whatnot. And now you see where that's left us. The line is... So, there's too many license holders for the line, and the company that actually has the license, it is their license, is left in the dark. Like I said, they wanted to do figures like their TV line, but because of Mattel playing the game, unfortunately, that's not to be. So, there's a little insight. I'm probably going to get in trouble about that, but it is what it is at this point. And from what I'm understanding, word on the street is things are not great there right now anyway. I hope they can pull through it, but from what I'm hearing, things are a little iffy on that front, which sucks because they're one of my favorite companies. Let's see, what else can we talk about? Oh, all right, if you're a fan of the Creatureplica line by Gene St. Jean, now I am not going to talk about specifics here, but I will tell you that he has a lot of stuff with that line in the works. So if you're not familiar with the lines, basically what it is Gene St. Jean, who is one of the most awesome sculptors out there to date. He's done a lot of stuff from Diamond Select, a lot of Marvel Select action figures. Basically, it's cryptozoology. So he's got Bigfoot and the Louisiana Rougarou and Yeti, bunch of mythological, I can say it, creatures. So basically, right now, he's got a bunch of stuff in the works. I can't get into the specifics of what characters he's going to be doing or what creatures he's going to be doing. There's going to be a lot of fan favorites, a lot of things that people are just dying to have his interpretations of. They look absolutely fantastic, and he's got a lot of them in the works, like quite a few waves planned out, sculpted. And if you were a fan of the first series, you are going to be absolutely blown away by the next few series. They are incredible looking. Take my word on that. Just, you'll be blown away, and they're absolutely worth it. I love the line top to bottom. The only one I don't have is the Horror Hound. And that's just because I'm not familiar with the character, and it's not really, I'm into the mythological, cryptozoological creatures. So I got everybody except for the horror hound. But that's pretty much all I can think of. What did we cover? We got Watchmen. We got what's going on inside of DC Collectibles. You've got cryptozoology, or the creature replica line. You've got NECA, big announcement in the middle of October. I think that's about it for right now. I think that we've covered everything. But I'm going to try and do this every week. Once news comes out of certain things, I'll give you insight into what I know, as best as my ability, without, revealing too much and getting friends angry at me. But there it is, guys. This is the first of hopefully many action figure musings. Like I said, I've got a couple other reviews coming up this week, so check those out. And you can follow me on Twitter at Blanca1212. That's Blanca like the Street Fighter character. We got the same color hair, so I figured I'd do it. I'd go with that name. All right, guys. We will talk to you later. Have a good one.